I'm Jacki Rose, and I am the founder of SEDTalk, which stands for speakers, entertainers, directors, but basically it's anyone who presents at clubs or groups in the villages are listed on the SEDTalk.com site, and it's a great place for club leaders or organizers to find presenters for your groups or clubs. But what I bring to clubs is something called SEDTangle with a Z, SEDTangle. It's a mindful drawing experience that anyone can do. You don't need any artistic skill or experience. It is all over the world. I am a certified SEDTangle teacher. And so SEDTangle looks like this. This is a Zendella around, we call it a tile, but it's cotton paper. And we use nice, fine black pens and pencils for shading. And these are all different patterns. So a tile, a design can be very different. This is a different shape tile. These are just few out of hundreds or thousands of different tiles. I have taught, so this is just a sample. Oh, and I framed a couple. This is a nice little framed one. And there are many, many different ones. And I also have, you can see one in the back over there on that side. That's a big framed one. I have a lot of framed tiles as well. And there are many other on my website, all from different classes, from clubs. And when we're all done, we put them all together and we make a mosaic and we see how each one is so different, even though we all had the same instructions and the same patterns. So I teach these patterns one step at a time in a meditative environment. So I bring my own music, we plug it into the sound system at the rec centers, or I'll bring my speaker if you're meeting someplace else. And we relax and we draw slow and we let everything go. And we don't focus on what it looks like. SEDTangle is non-representational, so it's not supposed to look like anything. And whatever we draw, we're meant to draw. So that's what I bring to clubs. It's a lot of fun and relaxing, and it can be extremely healing as well. Whatever you like.
Hi, I'm Dan Capellin. I am a resident of the Villages for 15 years, and I have 4 talks that I offer, and I have given every one of these at least once. The first one is titled Money, Myths, and Family, The Reality of Reverse Mortgages. And I give that talk monthly to residents, and I kind of give them an idea of how reverse mortgages work, why reverse mortgages evoke some skepticism, and also nuts and bolts about who qualifies, how to have conversations between generations, and stories of people who benefited. This, as with all of my talks, I love questions, so there's copious question and answer. My second talk I gave in June to the VHA. It's titled Igniting Energy in Retirement, The Secrets to an Exhilarating Life. This talk starts out with a visual. I have somebody hold the tape measure at one end, and I tell people that at our age, there's a high likelihood of living to 90 years old. I have somebody hold the tape measure at 90 inches, and I say 1 inch represents 1 year of life. The average age in the Villages is 72. So let's pretend that we're 72. We have all that experience and wisdom behind us, and we have this much left for a fulfilling life. How many want to live a fulfilling life for the time they have left? And everybody raises their hand, of course. And then I give some specific ideas about how to get the most out of the time we have left, possibly leaving a legacy. My third talk is Artificial Intelligence, Unlocking Power, Igniting Controversy. I walk through the history of artificial intelligence, categories of artificial intelligence, facts, myths, unfounded fears, and justifiable concerns. Again, this is something that is a conversation generator, and I love answering questions. And I also give a demonstration of how people can use artificial intelligence for a more fulfilling personal life. For writing letters, they could be to your loved ones, they could be to colleagues or friends, writing emails, writing articles, even preparing a talk if you're a speaker. And even real estate listings for people who are in real estate. So this is both kind of a combination of understanding, demystifying, and how to apply it. My last talk I gave on stage in Las Vegas. If any of you have heard of Carrot Top, I gave this talk on the Carrot Top stage to a diverse audience. It's titled 3 People Who Will Help You Succeed. It's a motivational and insightful talk, and it talks about how to meet, how to understand, and how to connect with people to achieve your goals, regardless of what those goals might be. It might be making friends. It could be a business relationship. It could be developing advocates for people to talk about things that you do, whether it's in a volunteer capacity or whether it's in a business capacity or just in a social capacity. I describe my journey, and I even ask the audience to maybe give a quick story or two about their journey to people who have helped them succeed. I'm Dan Capellin. I love getting in front of people, and I really encourage you to invite me to talk to your organization. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I am Dr. Rosemary Beau. I'm a retired chiropractor, live here now in the Villages for the last 4 years. And I am an independent Optavia coach and business coach. And the topic that I like to talk about, of course, is health. That's close to my heart. And so I want to bring reaching optimal health and living your best life to people, right? So I have many different things that we can talk about. We can talk about the importance of reaching a healthy weight and learning how to maintain that weight and live your best life. And also, hydration is super important. So drinking water, and why is that important? So I can talk on that. And the importance of eating small meals throughout the day to keep blood sugar levels running even, and portion sizes. All of those are super important when you're trying to lose weight or maintain your weight. In addition, exercise is another thing. There are exercises that are formal exercises, and then there are many things that we do in our everyday life that can add movement to our bodies. Healthy sleep, another topic, and I can divide all the topics up depending on what is needed. So sleep may be like getting your bedroom situated so that you don't have the disruptions of your sleep. Also, creating a morning routine, a morning ritual, like the hour before you go to sleep, and also the evening ritual. I mean, the morning is when you wake up, and the evening is, before you go to sleep. So both of those times you have a little ritual that you set up so that you get the best sleep. It's also important to get up the same time and go to bed the same time every day. Also, what's important for us to learn about is we all suffer from muscle loss after age 30, and it's super important to get enough protein in our bodies, and what the role of essential amino acids is in that process. So yeah, I can tailor the talk to whatever the group needs or wants. So sometimes a group is a weight loss group, then we speak on that more. But I'm open to whatever the group leader would like to hear. So Rosemary Beau, And thank you. And I will look forward to presenting for your group.
All right, so I'm Tony Danicola. I'm a travel agent here in the Villages. I actually live in Fruitland Park, but my wife works in the Villages. My son, he graduated from the charter school. So we do a lot in the Villages. I work with clubs and different organizations to help put together group travel. This group travel could be used as incentive travel. It could be used for fundraisers, or just to send your club on a nice little trip somewhere where everybody gets to go have some fun. When I come talk to your group, usually I like to find out where you guys want to go. I have some standard trips that I put together every year, where I could do something custom for your group. And when I do talks, I do like to keep the audience engaged. And one way I do that is do storytelling during my presentations. One of my standard trips is I do an Iceland trip every year. Next year, we're doing 2 of them, one in March, one in summer. And when we're up there, they give us a tour. We have a tour leader. They take us around. They show us different sites, things like that. And they teach us some local customs up there. One of these is about the Yule lads. A lot of customs, a lot of stories that you hear. They're nice, fun little things. And then there's some that are basically horror stories. Just like when you hear nursery rhymes, all of them have arrived from something that was sort of meant to scare kids into doing something or keep them from doing something. And the Yule Lad story, it's basically something similar to that. It starts out with 13 Yule Lads. 13 nights before Christmas, they come down from the mountains. One comes down each night. And I'm not to try and pronounce the names because I don't speak very good Icelandic, and I will give you the English translations. Out of the 13, the first night is one called Sheepcoat Clod, which translates to still needs. He comes down and he starts terrorizing sheep. In the winter, the sheep are kept in the basement, so people do hear them wrestling during the night, especially when there's a lot of wind and everything outside. So it's a way of explaining to the kids how the sheep are screaming because still needs is down there terrorizing. There's Gully Gawk. He comes the second night. He comes and steals milk from the cow. Well, milk is a key ingredient in the sauces that they use around the holidays. So he's basically taking their supplies that they need to do that. There's Stubby on the third night. He comes and steals pots and pans. And it goes on. There's spoon licker. There's pot scraper. There's bowl licker. This is bowl licker. And what he does, he hides under the kids' beds. And when they're done with their midnight snacks and they put the bowl down on the floor, he snatches it up and he eats the leftovers that are in there. And stories like this are meant to teach kids things like finish your meal, don't leave food around. Door slammer, he comes around and he slams the door every night when he's down there. There's Skyr Gobbler. Skyr is a treat that they make at Christmas time, and they have to watch over this so that he doesn't steal it. There's Sausage Snacker, Window Peeper, Doorway Sniffer, Meat Hook. Meat Hook comes and uses a hook to try and steal meat. And there's Candle Stealer. Well, these all have little stories and stuff that go with them. Their mother is where the horror stories start. Her name is Gryla. And in 1946, the Icelandic government actually said it's unlawful to use her as an intimidation tactic. Gryla looks for kids that have not been good during the year. And what she does, she likes to go out on Christmas Eve and gather up the kids. She'll take them home, throw them in a pot of boiling water, and then her and her 13 sons, the Yule lads, will eat the kids. And she has a cat, and the cat, he goes around and he doesn't care if you've been good or bad. If Christmas Day comes and you're not wearing new clothes, he'll eat you. So some of these stories, they get really out there when they talk to the kids to try and make points and stuff like that. But this is tradition that has traveled down through Icelandic law or Icelandic tradition for hundreds of years. And I talk about these little stories and stuff to keep the customers engaged, the clients, and give them some idea of the types of things that they're going to learn when they go on these trips. So if you'd like to have me come do a presentation for your group, talk about some sort of destination, my name is Tony Danicola with TDJ Travel.
Have you ever been in a situation that you've had a neighbor or a family member that's lost someone so significant to them, and you're visiting them at home or at the funeral home, and you just don't know what to say, or you don't know what to do? It's so uncomfortable. You want to be comforting, but you're not quite sure what to say. Hi, everybody. My name is Marian Shea, and I'm the widow mentor, and I live here in the Villages. And I'm the moderator for 6 bereavement groups, I should say senior community, in the Villages. I've had 20 plus years of hospice experience in various roles. I'm a grief educator, and I'm a certified end-of-life doula, and I'm a bereavement counselor. But first and foremost, I can tell you that, yes, I can talk the talk because I've been around it for a long time. But I have walked the walk. I've lost 2 husbands and 2 sons. So what I'm here to share is not just my experience. Of course, I've had many, but the experience and the thoughts and stories of those people that I have served. And so I have created a presentation on how you can help a grieving friend or family. And the title of my presentation is Grief Etiquette, Do's and Don'ts. It's factual, but it's based on the information that the people I've worked with have given to me. And I hope to present that and at least provide you some comfort in providing the care that these people need. Most people think that we need to find solutions for them, or we say things like they're in a better place. That isn't what they need to hear. They need you to show up, listen, and don't fix. And I'm here to present information to show you and let you know how you can do that and feel good about what you've provided your friends. Mary Ellen Shea, the Widow Mentor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ken Lee, and I'm part of the John Maxwell coaching and speaking team. If you're familiar with John Maxwell, you know he starts his talks by introducing himself and saying, "Hi, my name is John, and I'm your friend." So in the Maxwell spirit, I will say, "Hi, my name is Ken, and I'm your friend." I offer a number of talks, 3 of them right now from the John Maxwell selection. The number 1 talk for John Maxwell is Everyone Communicates, but Few Connect. His second most popular talk is the 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication. And then one of his first releases was the 5 Levels of Leadership. Now, these can be done in a lunch and learn. They can be done in a 30-minute, a 60-minute format, and will be designed to meet the needs of your group. There's one more opportunity that I'm involved in, and that is I am part of the Heart of Florida Barbershop Chorus, and we offer in the Enrichment Academy, that'll be starting next month, if you want to sing, you can. Many people have that desire to sing, but they don't think they can sing. I know at our table during the expos, we get a lot of people getting punched in the ribs saying, this one can't sing. Well, if you can hear the melody to Happy Birthday and pick it out and know what it is, there's a good chance that you can learn to sing if you're willing to work at it. And so in the Enrichment Academy, by time you are done, we will have you singing 4-part barbershop harmony. And so I hope that those of you who have had a desire to sing, but have never been able to have the courage or the opportunity, that you will look this up in the fall offerings from the Enrichment Academy. My name is Ken. I'm your friend, and I would love to speak at your group. Thank you.